It is super nice out here, so I hope I can do well about letting Spider-Man garden. Going to harvest some green beans because I'm going to be doing that every day for probably the next month or so. Hopefully at least. Moringa is really loving the slight drop in temperatures. It's just cool enough for her to be great. I'm not wearing my earbuds in my ears. I just have the mic part pinned up against my shirt because I told y'all that currency be shooting through my head and I cannot. Anywho, string beans. This lamb's quarter is going to seed, so I'll probably top all those side branches off and replant them. Here's Esther. She has a few fruit on her. I'm excited to taste those because I heard she tastes a little like roast beef and I don't believe it. This is Opal. She came out mixed. I don't know who she been messing with, but she came out mixed. I need to put more seeds in here. These two are the only ones that popped up and they are struggling. So I'm just gonna put all the seeds in here and see what happens. Purple tree collards on either side, and then there's this amara here. I need to plant a whole lot more. Not a whole lot more. I need to plant like 6. I'm gonna plant so probably 10. Anyway, y'all ain't interested in all that. Here's another purple tree collard. Oh man, that leaf is devastated, ain't it? I see a few more in here gone. That's okay, I'm about to just spray the fuck out of it. String beans, Walona. I don't think she gonna give me no, oh, I see one. I see a watermelon. There's Rose, and that's Kimberly. I need to make sure she is adjusted up through her cage. Moringa, very happy now. She was attacked by a cabbage worm, but she got her bearings, and you can see these big old, see how big the petals are now on her. Make some new tip started cuttings with these. Kimberly's baby with several fruit on her. A few anyway. Cucumber. I have actually several cucumbers inside there. Just letting her do her thing. See? Jachère. I'm still beating myself up because I destroyed a branch on her that had flower blooms. So I was excited to taste her fruit, but I effed that up. String bean. This is a pepper. Is struggling with the first black krim tomato. Look at her, y'all. Oh yeah. Look how big. This is the biggest tomato I've ever grown. It's enormous. We knew it was gonna be big though, didn't we? Oh, they so healthy in this bed here. I ate one raw yesterday. I do not recommend. It was fresh, so I finished it. But nowhere near as delicious as it is when they're cooked. There's my collard. I wish it was taller than it is by now, so it could tower over this green bean, but that's okay. That has a couple on there that could use harvesting. But I think I'm going to wait again. I'm going to wait for another day because I think tomorrow, me harvesting, I'll have a much larger harvest. These carrots, this is my red beet. Ain't no way this bad boy ain't ready. Probably a big ass red beet under there. Y'all want to harvest it today? Maybe we'll harvest it today. I know that thing is ready. I didn't grow it to grow a red beet. I actually grew it to have some red leaf for my salads that never did well. I ate all the tomatoes off this. I have learned throughout the harvests of the sungold tomato that I love snacking on these in the garden when they're ripe and not a day before. They need to be super orange, even more orange than this, and super ripe and warm from the sun. Oh, they're so good and sweet at that point. And the skin is tender because I've noticed that after harvesting, it can be a few hours, it can be later that evening, but after harvesting and off the plant, the skin is kind of on the tough side. But just out here nibbling, that's a nice nibbling tomato. I might even say it's a nicer nibbling tomato than Cher is. But like I said, I enjoy this best at its ripest, directly off the plant. That's it. But that's just me. Here's some more string beans. Kimberly. Kimberly. Doing well. It's Rose. And this is Willone. I keep kind of freaking out because sometimes when I look down here, I don't see that melon. You see that melon? I better not. It better not be Teethmarks. It looks like my pea plant mulch has been messed with. These can't stand anymore. So I think I'm gonna chop them off the top, harvest the top, because they're not really giving me, they're no longer giving the palm tree that I needed them to give. They're not giving of shade for the other greens. So yeah, no. And next year I'm going to grow much more. Is that a worm? You better not have been. So next year I'm going to grow much more callaloo again. I'm not going to worry about how big they get and how fruitful they are because I'm going to want as much as I can get to store anyway, right? But I am going to top these off, harvest these heads so I can have me some green. This is Esther. I feel like she's leaning. Let me go get a pole. Yeah, I feel like Esther was leaning. See, they have these fan leaves are still crinkled. It's because I think I scalped her too soon in her life. I'm sorry, girl. Not a fruit on her. Several flowers though. Tap them into fruiting. These are climbing. My purple tree collard is getting devastated by some shit. It's okay, I'm gonna come just spray that hoe again. Oh shit. Oh, I thought the other one was just gone, scalped. Almost. I'm gonna come plant another sugar beet because the one I transplanted didn't seem to make it, so I'm gonna plant it. That's it. That's it. So I'm just gonna harvest a couple of green onion stalks because I can. And I haven't been buying green onions, so I've been picking these daily just to encourage them to continue to grow. And it also makes my bulb bigger. I have this. So it's the biggest and first of my crimson yellow watermelon. I kind of knew better, but I put 2 plants in each of the pots. And I probably should have just put one plant. But y'all know how we do. We just want to be sure. If a storm comes along and takes one out, I still want to have another one surviving. This is Kimberly. She has a big old fruit down there popping off. Put these onions with the other one. A handful of these will be good just for dinner. That's all I need at a time. I do have little bunnies running back and forth. See, I don't know why they think it's okay, but they do. They just have a door, there's an open door right there. Anyway, I know my yard, I know my property, right? As we all should. You should be very familiar with your property. I put this vine back into this thing. Here, I'm gonna take this out. Cause that's no different than the wood chips, right? I just put this vine, curve this vine up into the planter because there's a melon formed here. And I know it's gonna need a base. I know it's gonna get kind of, it's gonna get some weight on it. I also really wanted to, oh, there's Rose. She's okay. She doesn't have much of a season. I'm not gonna try and grow her anymore. Or if I do try and grow her, I'm gonna grow her in a small container where I could just count on harvesting the leaves because those leaves really are medicinally beneficial for me. If you want to know how, you can ask, I'll let you know. This is Kimberly's baby girl, one of Kimberly's girls, and lollipopped her, and she's pretty happy about it. Are all 4 of those gonna grow? I don't know, but there's 3 right there, right? Lunch right together. So, yeah, she's not gonna hesitate to give me some fruit. I'm learning a lesson about my unapologetic pruning on my plants. Go ahead and take this longest onion there. Might need a little extra, who knows. Her little first fruit down here. So they're happy now. I was shook for a minute. Didn't know what to expect. But they're making it. There are the vines. I'm circling them around all nicely. Do I see? I think those might be bite marks. Bitch, those might be bite marks. I'm gonna go wrap that hoe up right now, cause I'll start off and everything out here. Oops, ain't that right, baby? Just putting the onions in some cold water. Oops. Putting the onions in some, look. Sabotage. Sabotage, I say. You ain't gonna do nothing but attack me. You like onion? I know you don't like no onion. Girl, really? I'll say. There's my little moringa harvest. That's all I got today, y'all. I'm so disgusted.